Lovely. Hello there, and welcome to episode 176 of
That's
the
a very
Paro
smooth
Pod.
voice.
I've been practicing my podcasting voice for presenting this week's episode to you, sponsored by Buffet Infinity 2025, directed by Simon Glassman. You are on the menu. In a series of cheap, locally produced TV commercials, small business owners rival the looming threat of Buffet Infinity. As Buffet Infinity endlessly expands and grows, engulfing everything in its path, a sinister conspiracy unfolds at the margins, and an unfathomable power begins to seep into the vulnerable community of Westridge County, Alberta.
Oh,
That is a pretty...
that's a pretty succinct
Let me tell you,
summary.
that is better than the Cremator's IMDb.
Yeah. A man seeks to save the world? I don't know.
Oh, ludicrous stuff.
That was a great movie, though.
Yeah, it was
That was a classic.
better than Buffet Infinity, but we'll get on to that.
Oh, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
How have you been, Mark? Have you been enjoying this sweltering, awful heat?
I've been... Well, it's such a shame. At the weekend, it wasn't as nice. Well, no, actually, first of all, I got my wisdom teeth out, so I don't really remember what happened at the weekend.
It's a blur.
It's all a blur, man. I got out 5 days ago, and it was so painful. Oh my god, I was pumped full of drugs. I opted for the full sedation.
Knock me the fuck out.
Knock me out. I don't want to, because
Take my kidney, I don't care.
Yeah, because they had to like cut and drill and then fucking yank and all this. Like, it wasn't just a simple extraction, so I had to get the full. I got the full sedation. Cost a bomb.
How much did it cost?
$1,000.
Oh, oh my god.
But anyway, once you're asleep, $1,000 doesn't seem like a lot.
Did you have any like did you have anyone with you that recorded you once you woke up and stuff like that? Did you have like weird like
No.
like those clips of people being like,
I think that's the gas. I had the IV.
oh right,
I had the IV, but I think the laughing gas makes you act all loopy. I was just very sleepy. I didn't recognize.
just a sleepy boy.
I didn't recognize. My mom came to collect me.
Okay.
I didn't recognize her first, but I was awake the entire time, like technically.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I don't remember any of it.
No, okay. Probably for the best.
Probably definitely the best.
Definitely like highly traumatic to the body for that to happen.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, it's hurting now. Now that I'm talking about it. But yeah. So I was doped up. Because of the drugs, I couldn't pee or shit for like nearly 2 days afterwards.
Damn, fuck that.
It was fucking weird.
Nah.
And when I did pee, it was like gold and yellow. It was like
thick.
it was really brown. It was like syrupy. It was disgusting. It stank. It was because of the opiates.
Yeah. Because I was basically on heroin.
I was on heroin. But so that was great. But I meant I was quite fuzzy for a lot of the week. The weekend, the weather was not too bad.
It was fine.
It was fine. But I was kind of laying low. But yeah, last 2 days, Jesus, yesterday was sweating balls.
I'm dying in work. It's so painful. Like,
Yeah, what's the AC like in your office?
non-existent.
Really?
Like, I'm
that has to be a violation. No?
like, I don't know. I just felt like I think in certain parts.
Are you a sweaty guy?
Yeah, you know I'm a sweaty guy.
Would you like just start like sweating? Like,
Oh
just
my god, man.
randomly?
I'm literally like, after lunch, I come in and I just grab a sheet of paper and I'm fanning myself for like 4 hours.
Well, on a normal day.
No, I don't need to do this better. But like, even just like, once it hits summer, I was like, right, the short sleeve shirts are out in full effect because I have to wear like actual, office wear.
Yeah.
So I'm like, short sleeve shirts or t-shirts. I'm not wearing the full shirt. I literally cannot do that. I miss, like, every time that we're in the depths of winter, I'm like, I can't wait for the heat. Like, I can't wait for it to start warming up a bit. And then we get to this, I'm like, this is hell. As a sweaty, warm person, this is fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's just the feeling of just being sticky. So I've been like, this is the first time I put clothes on all day. Or like, like outer, like I've been in the jocks at my desk past 2 days in work, and then I had to throw on a shirt today.
He
'cause I
does
had a
work from
meeting.
home, just to be clear.
Yeah, I work from home, by the way. But I had a Teams meeting earlier, and I had to put on a shirt, and I was just like, "Fucking hell, get this thing off me!" Because it was so hot. It's so hot in the room because the room is like mad cold. Like the house is really old, doesn't hold heat that well. It seems anyway
Mm.
during the winter. But then, I think it's my room specifically. When I walk into it, it's like so the house itself is like it's kind of shaded, so like it's just kind of it's more it's cooler than outside. Walk into my room, I don't know if it's the carpet or whatever, but it's like a fucking oven, and it's so hot. And if I open the windows, it's like direct sunlight in, and it's just it makes it hotter. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I slept last night. It was no covers, no clothes,
Yeah.
just fucking, trying to survive.
Yeah.
Though it is very I do prefer the cold.
I much prefer the cold. I'm just more built for it.
Yeah, I prefer the cold. And I don't mind the cold when we have it. But the heat, if it gets too hot, like apparently tomorrow is going to be the hottest day ever.
Yeah.
You were saying earlier.
Yeah, potentially.
Potentially, yeah. So that'll be interesting. But at least we're not English or French. Imagine 40 degrees.
I would never, ever, ever live in London. I would never live in London for as long as I live.
Because it's hot 5 days a year.
Because I'd have to go on holidays for like whatever if I lived in London during this period of time to get away from the unfathomable heat that they have.
Yeah,
I could not survive.
But it didn't used to be like that, did it? I don't remember London ever being a hotspot until the last 5 years. As in, like now every summer it's like London reached 38 degrees Celsius. Yesterday. I don't remember that news ever coming true in the past.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I ever heard that, but I also don't know if I would have paid attention to it either.
So I've paid very close attention to the English weather reports the last 25 years. So, but like it's just weird. And France, obviously, that happens to them every fucking. But people are started dying in France.
Yeah, well, they got like 42 degrees in some areas.
Yeah,
Jeez,
them in Spain.
Like they're not built for that heat. Like they're obviously built for the heat, but not that type of heat.
They have AC at least.
Yeah, they have AC.
They should be better off, but they're not. We don't even have AC. We have no AC whatsoever. Like I don't know anyone with AC.
Did I tell you about what happened to me? Like when we were in Paris last year. So like again, very warm in Paris, and we were out for drinks and stuff like that with my cousin who was living there at the time, and me and Miss were like, "Oh, we'll just go back to the really because we were drinking on the street and stuff like that because there was like a rugby game going on, so hopping in and out of bars, having drinks and stuff like that. I was like, oh, let's go back to the apartment for a second because need a piss, and we're just out in the street. So I went up to the room, and once we got into the room, the heat hit us so hard that the two of us got sick. Literally threw up.
The heat in the room.
In the room.
Yeah.
Hit, and like just with the wine and everything, I puked my fucking ring up and then immediately got into bed and fell asleep. I did not go back downstairs to where my sister and cousin was.
That's so weird. They're just like, what happened to Anna?
Literally, the heat just knocked the two of us out.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. That's why you have to turn the AC on as soon as you leave. Then when you get back. When me and Orla were in Rome, it was 35 degrees. It wasn't even that bad, really. But it was just unbearable for us. Breaking out in hives and like fucking hallucinating and stuff like that. It was horrible. And it's such a walkable city as well. So we weren't getting on buses. We were walking everywhere.
Yeah.
And when we got back, but like I remember I initially booked an apartment with no air conditioning because I was like, oh, it's an extra whatever. Don't need it. And then I changed at the last minute to an Airbnb with air conditioning. Thank God I did.
Yeah.
Because on the first day, it was like, that was the policy. That's probably why Airbnbs have gone up in price so much now, because I just let air conditioning on 24/7. It was just constantly on. And we get home from going to the Spanish Steps or whatever, and it'd be like walking into a cold room. Like it was beautiful. We'd be like, why would we leave?
Yeah, why would
we go to the Coliseum? Sure, we've been there 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So what's the point? Stay here. It was. I can still feel it. It's like, oh, the goosebumps.
Yeah.
Glorious. I wish we had that here, but we don't have anything.
There's no reprieve from the heat here at all.
There's no way out. Unless you get the sea, but then you get fucking malaria or whatever.
You fucking E. coli.
Yeah, you get coli.
No, yeah, 100%. That's definitely the one thing that I love about when you're on holidays is there's always an area to escape the heat.
Yeah.
Where there's no escape in Ireland at the moment from the heat.
No escape. Zero escape.
Like my escape is getting into the shower and knocking on the warm shower. I'm like, oh, this feels natural at least. Do
you normally do a very warm shower? I like a cold shower.
I did for about fucking not about that life anymore.
Oh, we can crack open the cold plunge.
Yeah,
get that. Like, pretty fucking melting. Like. Yeah, it melts in a few hours.
Soup at this stage. No, yeah, I'm not about that cold shower life anymore. I'm like, I can't. Life is too short not to enjoy every second of it.
Hassle, yeah. I know what you mean. But no, it's going to be fine. We're going to make it through.
slowly.
It's gonna start lashing at the weekend, so
Please let it rain.
but it's gonna be really warm rain, which is
But these
worse.
thunderstorms again are probably.
Thunderstorms. They're really cool.
They
I
were
like
good
them.
thunderstorms the other week. Do you hear them? We talk about that.
Mm.
I was awoken one night last week
yeah.
by
People were talking about that. I didn't wake up.
the sound of a fucking explosion going off above my gaff. My dog downstairs going mental because she'd never heard like thunder before. Like literally, I opened the door and my sister already brought her upstairs, and the dog was cowering.
Yeah. It was bad.
Oh my god, I'd never heard anything like it. It literally sounded like a nuclear bomb went off above my gaff.
We're all just like,
Great stuff, man.
oh, this is great.
Yeah, like, oh, this is class.
It's so cozy.
This is so much better than the unbearable heat.
Yeah.
But we move.
We move.
We keep moving.
We're not
and
going to stop.
We trudge through.
Yeah.
Much like Mark, how I have begun an odyssey. And Mark,
Christopher Nolan's latest
yeah. Oh man, I can't wait for that movie.
preview. yeah.
No, we're gonna take my hand, Mark. We might do this together. I don't know if you want to do this or not.
What are we doing?
So, I've recently got into reading Marvel comics.
It's over, man.
It's over.
It's over.
Because okay, right. There's two parts to this comic situation. One is that I just randomly got the itch. I was like, I haven't really read any comics, like American comics. Like I've read manga and stuff like that. And recently I finished reading Chainsaw Man that had the absolute worst fucking ending to anything I've ever experienced in my life. If anyone cares about Chainsaw Man, skip like 2 minutes. Chainsaw Man ends with in the climactic fight, the main character basically dies, and then the demon that's in his chest was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll just reset the timeline," and everything that you've experienced just didn't happen.
What?
And then they're like, "Right, that's the end of the show. Or that's the end of the manga. Peace. Yeah, everyone lives happily ever after."
You can't do that.
Fucking worst thing ever. Worst thing ever.
You can't do that.
So, I started reading Marvel comics because initially I wanted to read DC comics,
All right.
but Marvel has the like online subscription service in Ireland, and DC do not have that. It's not in Ireland, so like, well, I'll just read some. And I'm kind of interested in reading like the like intergalactic the big superheroes.
Yeah.
So naturally, I started by reading Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah, I just started reading Black Widow. This Black Widow one from 2014 is pretty good. And because of this, Mark, I was like, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying my little comic reading. I'm reading Mortal Hulk as well. I'm like, these are two very good. And then a calling came from the depths of Letterbox. What if you just started doing all the MCU movies, Owen? What if you did that? What if you started?
What if you sold out?
Yeah. What if you
completely sold out?
What if you did?
What if you betrayed the powerful?
What if you became the villain?
What if you became Doctor Doom?
Yeah, I'm like what if maybe I'll just watch the ones I haven't seen. But then like that doesn't make any sense. I can't do that.
Yeah, true.
So I was like, Melissa, like, would you be interested in watching the MCU? And she's like, yeah, like that's an easy watch. Like there's a guaranteed movie. You don't have to sit and wonder what we're gonna watch.
Yeah, true.
You just watch one of these movies. And I was like, okay, right. But if we're doing this, I'm not watching Iron Man because I've seen that too many times. And I'm not watching Hulk because it's literally, there's no point in watching The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
So we watched Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
And
Shy.
it's actually alright.
Ah, shit.
It's completely fine.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's grand.
I've seen what came out with shit.
That's completely grand.
What's the best thing about it?
Mickey Rourke's Russian accent.
Oh, man, his fucking cables.
My board.
My board.
I want my board. This is not my board.
What was his name?
Ivan something.
That was a super.
Drag up. Oh, Whiplash.
Whiplash, yeah.
Yeah, okay, because right, part of it is also that like I'd heard that like Iron Man is like one of the worst MCU movies. Iron Man 2, sorry, is one of the worst MCU movies.
Yeah.
And so I went into it expecting like absolute like dog shit. And I'm watching like it's not that bad. Like it's actually pretty alright. Like there's nothing like actually
we've gone soft.
Oh, no.
We've gone completely soft. It's over. What are you talking about, man? Wake up. Who are you?
I knew this was gonna hurt.
What the
You know,
fuck?
you know what? Robin had the exact same reaction. She's like, "Don't do this, Owen.
Yeah, don't do this.
Don't
to
do
us.
this. What are you doing? You were
What
meant
are
to
you
be the
doing?
chosen one."
I seen your letterbox review and I was hoping it was a joke.
No, just like 3-star movie. Such alright. Okay, right.
It's but like compared to what's the worst MCU movie that you've seen? Iron Man 3, maybe?
I haven't seen Iron Man 3.
Oh,
Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I haven't.
you're gonna
like,
love it then.
yeah. You have to take
You'll
4-star.
love it based on this
4-star
4
movie. No, all right. So, I Jesus Christ, my throat's right there.
You're choking up. I'm choking up as well, man.
I think the worst one I've seen is maybe Thor,
Thor, yeah, Thor
Yeah.
is ass.
which I like. My letterbox review from whenever I watched Thor is a 2.5-star movie. Like
Yeah.
completely just bog standard, completely grand. So like I don't know. Do I have to explain the plot of Iron Man 2? But, like, I just find it like interesting how like nothing really stands out in Iron Man 2 at all. Like there's nothing in it I'm like that's really good. Except for I think Black Widow's introduction is pretty good. Do you know how old Scarlett Johansson is in Black Widow in Iron Man 2?
35?
She is 24.
24?
She's 24.
What?
And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that can't be true. I was looking up like, I feel like she was around for ages even before that.
It was shot in that Lost in Translation.
Man, she must be,
Was that 2004 or was that
I think
well after?
2003. So I think she's like 20. She must be 20 in that.
Yeah. 24.
24 when they
No, but
shot.
Iron Man 2 came out in 2010. Ish.
So what, she's 18 in Lost in
18,
Translation?
yeah. It's mad.
That can't be true. Lost in Translation. Is she actually that young?
Not anymore.
Lost in Translation is 2003. Iron Man 2 is, what did you say? 2010.
2010, yeah.
So yeah, she's 18.
She's 18, Lost Translation. What the fuck?
Yeah, that is.
She's been around the block. To be fair, she looks the exact same.
She looks the exact same.
Yeah.
Like she now plays like you know really hot moms in like you know like Joe. What's that from? What Joe Rabbit? Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit. Oh yeah, yeah.
Some of
yeah.
that movie's called. Yeah.
The Nazis.
Yeah, the Nazi
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like she's like, and particularly because I'm reading the Black Widow comic at the moment, I was like, you know what? Like this is. Like, yes, she is being sexualized, like, heavily, but that is her character. Like, her character is that she uses her charm to
Her web.
her you know, her seductress power to extract information from people, which is what she's doing. And Tony Stark, you know, Robert Downey Jr. 's, you know, hot take, he's really good as Iron Man.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is in this movie
Oh yeah, Jesus.
for a cameo.
Oh my god.
And that's the side of the movie that I actually found like the most like interesting is the absolute like slobbering on top of like techno
Technos.
capitalism basically.
Yeah.
Like Tony Stark's argument in the Senate in this movie is basically like he's just like, I've privatized world peace and that's a good thing. It's like, oh my god. Like the glazing this movie does.
It's
And I think that is just because it's a post this movie has like such like pre-2008 crash energy.
Yeah.
Only for it to be, you know, 2010. It's post all that.
It is mad when you think about it. Yeah.
Um,
Like you're talking about the whole thing is he's privatization of peace, but it's like that's what destroyed the world economy 2 years before.
yeah,
It's like, what the fuck?
and
I'm making a movie about it.
and you know now,
I know, yeah.
and now it's making it way worse with all this AI stuff. And the way that like his argument is basically like, I have a nuclear bomb. I have like, you know, I have the greatest, you know, weapon known to man, and no one else can be trusted with it other than me. And that is such a
Fair enough.
yeah, but like the thing like and like Elon Musk is in. It's like that's such a cool thing that Elon Musk, because at the time it's like, oh man, Elon Musk, like he's the guy that's gonna
He's the cool guy who's gonna go to Mars. Yeah.
like it's such a weird like timepiece. That I was just like all the politics in it is fucking wild. Like there's a lot of like not very good stuff in it. It is a Marvel movie. But yeah, I watched and I was like, this was a very enjoyable, easy watch that like I wasn't bored by. And I think that's what, you know, I'm gonna put that as the benchmark. If I'm not bored by an MCU movie, I think it's doing something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Also, like again, is it high art or anything like that? Is it like particularly interesting? No, it's an MCU movie, but as a comic book superhero movie
Mm,
of that genre, it is completely grand.
fair enough.
So get ready for my 4-star review of Thor and my 5-star review of Avengers when I
Yeah,
get around to it.
Avengers. Oh my god, I remember that. What a load of bollocks.
Yeah. But again, my interest is actually more so with DC. But
Yeah.
one, I can't access the comics, and two, like all DC films are outside of Batman are all fucking shit
They're
basically.
all terrible, yeah. Yeah, it's over for DC as well. They can't really like superhero movies. Are they kind of gone? They're kind of gone.
Yeah, I don't know because like
There hasn't
definitely
been one in
fucking-
years, is there?
Well, there was a Superman last year,
Yeah, but like,
and they have
Spe-
Supergirl coming out like this weekend.
yeah, but no one cares about that stuff.
I don't know, James Gunn. You know, he's got the
James Gunn, he's made fucking
bang.
yeah, he's made like 20 superhero movies. They're all the same. Superman is good though, but like it's the same movie as all the other movies. Like Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy, they're all
Yeah,
the same kind of vibe, you know.
Jeez, sweet Jesus, that fucking like that. What was it? 2013, 2014, 2016, whatever year that Suicide Squad,
The original,
the original one.
yeah,
That film is a piece of shit.
David Ayer
Fuck me, that movie.
released
so
the Ayer
bad.
cut.
That movie is abysmal.
Yeah,
But the Suicide Squad's pretty good.
yeah, it is.
Shark Boy or whatever
It's
it's called.
quite funny.
King Shark, Shark King, whatever he's called.
Shark Guy, yeah.
Um,
Pete Davis.
so Mark, I'm talking about like a beloved, well, at this stage were they like a big franchise movie.
Mm.
So Mark, why don't you shit on an independent film that won Best Picture? Go ahead.
Gladly.
Go ahead.
That's what we're here to do.
You call
That's
me
what
out.
we're here
You
to
call me
do.
out and be like, oh man, you saw that. Look at you
In-
shit on independent
An
filmmaking.
independent film. Sean Baker, independent. Fuck off. This is A24 or something. They can't keep saying they're independent. They can't. They have a merch line and they're like fucking bought up by like Tesla
AI
or something like that.
company.
Yeah. But I watched Anora on Sunday. Which won best? Did it win something?
Oh, it won Best Picture.
Did it win best picture?
Yeah, Best
Did
Picture. Yeah.
Oh my god. This is unbelievable.
Just, you
I
know-
thought she just won best actress.
No, it won Best Picture. Just when you were watching Anora, I was sitting there watching Iron Man 2. No, man, Mark's gonna fucking hate this. That I like this movie.
Yeah. But you haven't seen Anora, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I've only heard great things about Anora.
Universal good things.
Universally good reviews. Very high rating on Letterboxd, which is kind of the main
Yeah.
attraction,
The main, benchmark.
the main benchmark.
Because we're cool. We don't use
We
IMDb.
don't use IMDb
Especially
anymore.
after that cremator fucking.
Yeah,
plot summary.
that synopsis was dodge. But we stuck on Anora. I was like, we haven't seen this. Never seen this, and it's like I think the alternative was what was it, a 3-hour movie? I can't remember what it was, like Heat or something like that. I was like, it's too fucking long.
Oh man, he's so good though.
Yeah, but like in that weather
Oh yeah, that's
for 3 hours.
Yeah, no.
Well, anyway, stuck on Anora. Only heard great things. I remember wanting to see it when it came out, but then just never got around to going to the cinema. I never came up the opportunity to watch it after that. But I stuck it on, and I was expecting great things. And long story short, I was just like, what the fuck was that?
Didn't vibe with it.
It was a completely pointless movie. It
Had-
was totally pointless.
had
It
you
didn't need to be made.
Other Sean Baker movies?
No.
Okay, right.
No. Is he like a slice of life kind of
Yo, completely. Like
Yeah.
I've only seen Tangerine and parts of the Florida Project. Did he do something else? I've only seen those two, but like Tangerine, like I literally could not tell you a single thing that happened in Tangerine. Like it's
Mm.
pure slice of life, like just following these characters, and like nothing really happens. And I hit, so I hit on the year that Tangerine came out. I was like, Sean Baker directed Mad Max Fury Road. What? Yeah, I've literally only seen Tangerine. Yeah, he does like very small movies.
Yeah. But yeah, Anora, it's the story of a sex worker, a stripper in New York. It works in a strip club in New York, and she's like a working class gal, and she's doing her thing, and some guy comes in one of the days, and it's like this young Russian guy. He's like 18 or 19, and it turns out like he's really wealthy. He's the son of an oligarch in Russia, and so he becomes kind of obsessed with her, kind of like from the get go. And the movie moves quite quickly through all this, like kind of like the premise that you already know, that everyone already knows, is like she kind of ends up getting with this random guy who came into the strip club, who happens to be extremely wealthy, and it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a whirlwind romance that gone wrong
Mm-hmm.
basically for over the next kind of few days, as his
As is the way.
his father's kind of, or his handlers and his father's kind of security get wind of it, and they're like, this cannot be allowed to happen because he's gone and married her. So obviously the implications of that, she get all the money, and he's just kind of the Russian fella is just kind of spending to excess and going over the top, and like professing his love for her and all this. And that's kind of the first 45 minutes of the movie, and it's a great setup, and it's good. It's funny, and the acting is obviously really good. Um, it's nice to look at. It's well directed movie. It's like good colors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like it just kind of, once the goons get involved, the Daz goons get involved in the movie, it's just like it just kind of freezes. Like the movie just freezes. Like
Right.
nothing really happens after that. But it's a 2.5 hour long movie. The first 45 minutes, all the plot happens pretty much. Pretty much everything happens, and then it's like, okay, the Ivan or Vanya or whatever, the kid.
Oh god, you said 2.5 hours. Like this movie's like two. Oh my god, it is. It's
It's 2.5 hours.
140 minutes. Jesus.
But the kid, Vanya, like the guy who's the rich guy, he runs off once he gets wind that the goons are coming after him, and are going to like force him to annul the marriage and like bring him back to Russia and all this.
Sorry, just to pause for a second. You didn't want to watch a 3 hour long movie that you know is going to be really good, and instead you went for a 2.5 hour long film. Like, yeah, this is better.
That I've been assured was a masterpiece by everyone, and I was just lied to. Like that's what happened,
Sorry,
and I
continue.
ended up wasting my Sunday night. But once he runs off as soon as he gets wind that the goons are coming, he's like, "Oh fuck this! I can't go back to Russia. I don't want to work for my dad's company." She's there in their mansion, and they're just they're hanging out, being husband and wife, and they come to the door, and they basically kidnap her, and they're like, "You need to bring us to Vanya, and then we're going to bring you back to the courthouse and get this annulled, and and then you'll go back to your life." And that's basically how they go on a kind of wild goose chase around New York for that night,
Mm-hmm.
trying to find, like, retracing his steps, going to like nightclubs and like strip clubs and random places and shops that he would frequent, and looking for him, and they can't find him. And so it's kind of the whole second half, whole back half, or even the middle two acts, or the latter two acts, are kind of like a safety movie,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like Uncut Gems, but like not interesting, because
Okay.
it's just, Uncut Gems is like side quests, and there's like how he has to do one thing, and like in the midst of doing that, he somehow then
Gets
gets
pulled
pulled into
into
something
something
else.
else. Yeah.
It's like this movie isn't like that at all. It's like they have to find this guy, and they just go from place to place. Have you seen him? No, no. They go, so we might be over here. Oh, have you seen him? No, never seen him. It's just stuff like that for like fucking an hour, like a full on hour of them just running around like that, and like she's screaming the entire time, and like bantering with the bodyguards. When she first runs into the bodyguards, it's like it's literally like a half an hour scene, which is just, it's like 15 minutes in, I was like, hold on a second, where is this going? Because it just goes on for half an hour for no reason. Like it could have been done in, I'd say, 5 minutes, but it goes on for like 20-30 minutes. And like, you'd assume there'd be some characterization in there. It's like, oh, you're learning more about Anora, or like why.
Yeah, the movie's called Anora.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, exactly. The movie's called Anora, but like you don't learn a lot about her. There's like little breadcrumbs of, how she got into the line of work that she's in, um, or like what her origins are. Like they're thrown around the movie, but you never get any kind of real detail, which is like, fair enough. Like sometimes that's, exposition. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want full kind of
Details.
yeah, all cards on the table. But like it's just drip fed the entire time, and but it never resolves to anything at all. Like she doesn't like being called Anora. She goes by Annie. And
Oh, so Anora's her stage name.
no, Anora is her legal name.
Oh, okay, right.
It's her Russian name, because her mom or granny was Russian, and she can speak Russian, and that's how she kind of gets to know him. But she doesn't like speaking Russian. I was like, okay, why is that? It's just never going to. Like they never talk about it.
Okay, right.
And it's just like how you imagine the movie ends, or what you'd expect the movie like if how you'd expect that situation to play out in real life. That's how the movie plays out.
Does she, I'm presuming she never finds him.
No, she just finds him.
Okay, right.
She finds him, and then everything gets resolved. And, like that's it.
Oh, right.
Except for her, she's fucked because she's she's a marginalized person.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a theme with Sean Baker's movies.
Yes, 100%. Like Tangerine is about trans sex workers in LA, and the Florida Project is about like poor people living in hotels. They have to leave the motel because they can't stay they can't take a residency.
Yeah, yeah.
So they leave for one night and then come back, and it's about like the struggles. And the motel is on the backdrop is that Disneyland is always in the background, and that like clash of like the idolized,
the contrast.
Yeah. And then Tangerine is
yeah.
Tangerine is good though, but yeah, it's not. I just get the feeling from Sean Baker movies where the plot is very much like not the driving force or focus.
That's fair enough, but like, where's the characters?
Yeah.
In this movie, anyway. From what I saw, it was just like I didn't really care about any of the like your man, because it's kind of a comedy. It's funny. It's funny, especially at the beginning. The Russian kid is funny because he's just ridiculous. He's just spending money. He's taking the piss, and then he's like a romantic kind of like falling in love with this stripper that he meets, and she's funny as well in her interactions with him, and you get to sympathize with because you can see like kind of her background, as in like her immediate living situation is quite difficult and stuff like that. But like it doesn't go any further beyond that. Like it's just whatever's established in the first half an hour. It's just kind of where it's left. By the end of the movie, you don't know anything else about the characters really, which is just is a plot or is a characters. There's not really much of either.
That's so funny. I've actually you describing that plot. Like, I actually have never heard someone explain like the plot or mention the plot of this movie at all. I actually had no idea what this movie was about.
It's half a chase movie and half a kind of like a I don't know, like a social drama / rom-com.
Yeah.
Like the first half is that. Second half is a chase movie. Which then resolves like very like weakly, I think, back to the original thing at the end. To give us some kind of payoff. Actually, that's probably the main thing. To give us some kind of payoff with respect to her story. But it's like the whole thing is the entire time it's just like, oh, poor Anora. Jesus, she's in a terrible situation. There's nothing. No, there's nothing else beyond that.
Yeah. So I was just looking at like one of the top liked reviews of her Anora on Letterboxd is a 1-star review, and it's like the opening bit was saying like there's no character in this movie, like there's no characters to follow. I was like, oh,
it's weird.
Well, I think that like from memory, again, it's only from memory because I haven't seen Tangerine in a very long time. That's quite like Tangerine a bit as well. From memory because I haven't seen it in a long time. There's not much. It's like you're following these characters, but you don't know much about them. Outside of the immediate, like this is a very difficult living situation that they have.
Yeah, but you're almost like you're expected to sympathize with them, like from the initial character details that you get. Anyway, well, for at least with Anora, like you're kind of, I think part of you're kind of being expected to sympathize with her. Oh gosh, she's a sex worker in New York. It must be fucking awful doing that. And like that's kind of
it.
Yeah, she's in a terrible situation. And it's like, well, maybe in a movie it gets better. It's like, no, it doesn't. Yeah. It's just bad. It's just like, what the fuck?
It just sucks.
It's like, oh, she found her fairy tale. Obviously, it's going to go wrong in some kind of way, but she'll learn. But she'll grow as a character. No. No. It's a weird one.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It. It was technically well made. It goes on for way too long. If it was an hour and a half, I'd be like, this is actually alright.
I did not know it was a 2.5 hour long film.
It should be 2.5. Honestly, the middle scene where the bouncers grab her is half an hour long. And it's just they're just shouting back at each other. And she's like, she gets free. And then they get her back. And then she gets free again. And then they get her back. I said, I feel like standing up. What is this scene trying to accomplish? What is this about? Like,
yeah, best movie of the year, Mark. Best picture.
Scandalous.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
I can't remember what even came out that year. What was that? 2020? Was that last year? Yeah, 2024. Yeah. What was the other films that came out that year? Because I remember Anora being the shock win.
She is very good in it. She won Best Actress, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Yeah. She's the first.
All the actors are actually great in it, but
Was Michael B. Jordan also? How old is Michael B. Jordan? Because I know that. Oh God, what was her name? What's her name? Tony. What's her name? Mikey Madsen.
Mikey Madison, yeah.
I know that she was the youngest. Like she's the first one of like this generation of actors to win best.
She's in her
best
20s,
actor.
isn't she?
Yeah, she is. So the year that this came out, Wicked Part 1 came out. The Substance, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, Emilia Perez, Dune Part 2, Conclave, A Complete Unknown, The Brutalist, and then Anora was the winner.
I remember, wasn't it Emilia Perez was expected to win?
Yeah, apparently that film is absolute trash. I haven't seen it, but apparently it's dog.
I've heard the same.
Yeah, like, yeah. I don't know, it's a kind of strange. I'm looking back and like, this is a strange lineup of movies.
It really is. A complete unknown.
Yeah,
It's
you
a weird one.
just gotta, Timothy Chalamet.
You gotta get him in there, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta be the Chalamet in there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So mid. That's my assessment.
mid. Well, Mark, to give me to pull some,
Pull this back.
to pull some credit back onto
pull
my
this back.
onto my name.
Onto our shared name, this Parapod.
I watched
We're all over the shop today.
Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai. That's what it's all about.
Kurosawa's epic, 3.5 hours long. And it has an interval. It has an interval, Mark.
That's what you need when you're watching at home.
So I planned on watching this in one sitting, but due to having to go out and pick up an from a night out, which was planned, but I thought that in my head I was like, oh yeah, 3.5 hours, like I have enough time for that. Between the dog barking constantly and like just things not starting the movie when I meant to start it, I had to split this into 2 watches. But anyway, Seven Samurai, the great epic, often regarded as one of the greatest films of all time. And you walk in and you sit down, you knock on this fucking behemoth of a movie, and you think like, what is it that makes this film so great? What is it that people look at this film and be like, this is one of the greatest movies of all time? And then you watch the first hour and you're like, yeah, I can see why people say that, because every single scene is just the best version of what it could be. There's not a wasted moment in this film.
There's no fat.
There's no fat in this film. Every scene is accomplishing something. Every scene is expanding on something. Every scene is well shot, well lit, well acted. It's just, it's great. So Seven Samurai is about a small village that overhear a bunch of bandits saying that they're going to wait for the village to finish growing their wheat or barley, and then they're gonna come in and ransack the village and take all their food. So the poor village goes out and tries to find samurai that could help defend the village. But again, they're very poor. They can't pay the samurai, and they keep going on about how the samurai are very honor bound, and like there's a bit where they go into this village that's like filled with samurai, and they ask one samurai, oh, we can't really pay you like gold, but we can pay you in food. And the samurai kicks the shit out of him and be like, I'm not a beggar, how dare you?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a samurai.
Beast mode.
Until eventually they stumble across one samurai who is pure like honor bound, and it's like he's just a good person. And so they ask him, and he's like, yeah, this sounds interesting, I'll do it. Yeah, this sounds interesting, but we're gonna need more men. We're gonna need way more than, like, I can't do this by myself. We're gonna need 7. We're gonna need 7 samurai.
And he just looks at the camera.
Yeah, he's just, and he winks.
It's interval.
Yeah. So yeah, then the first half is them like getting each one of the samurai, and each one of the samurai like, kind of fills a different role. You got the big strong one, you got the funny one, you got the master swordsman that can just kill people with one swipe.
Yeah.
You got the tactician, you got
quiet
the guy,
one.
you got the, oh man, he's the quiet one.
Yeah.
He's like proper like stoic.
It's like, what is he doing?
Yeah. He's like wait, hold on, he's really small, he's gonna do something. And then you have, I need to remember the guy's name, because he's like Kurosawa's like golden boy. He's in basically all of Kurosawa's films. Let me just pull up his name real quick. and he plays the like drunk that isn't really a samurai,
Piece
but
of heart of gold.
he is revealed to be the son of a farmer. So he's the bridge between the samurai who like don't understand the village lifestyle or anything like that, and kind of see the villagers beneath them. Whereas, and he's the bridge where he's like, I'm a samurai, but I understand the farmers. So later on in the film, there's a bit where like when they're prepping, they find that the villagers have actually killed a bunch of samurai and have all their shit, and the samurai themselves like snap. And I have to pull up his name because his name is Kikaguchi. Oh fuck me, Kikaguchi. I don't know. The fella's name is Toshiro though, the actual actor. So Toshiro is just like, how dare you look down on these villagers because they're only like this because of how you live, the rich, and how you spit on them and you look at you see them as dirt. How else are they meant to survive? How else are they meant to protect themselves? And the samurai, like, that's actually fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So the seven samurai come to the village and they start training the villagers. And one of the seven samurais, he's the youngest, and he falls in love with this with the local village girl. And there's the big climactic fight at the end, and it is just like, it's just so well done. Like everything about it is like so masterfully crafted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you don't feel the length at all. Like I watched in two chunks, but like I wouldn't say it's just like, oh, I hit pause because the dog's barking. I was like, I'm an hour and 15 minutes into this film, and I haven't felt it at all.
It just trains along.
Just perfectly paced.
Yeah.
And then the end of the movie, I am gonna like, this is like a bit of a spoiler, but like obviously like they defend the village and they protect everyone, but some of the samurai die. 4 of them die, and their graves are put on the hill above the village. But the villagers are all celebrating because they've protected their village, and they're going back to the harvest and they're all chanting and they're all happy and stuff like that. And then the 3 remaining samurai are looking at them, and then looking up at the graves and looking back at the villagers. And the villagers basically have moved on. Like they do not, like they've won. They've accomplished what they wanted to do.
Now they could care less.
They couldn't really care less that the samurai made their sacrifice.
Yeah.
Now that the goal has been achieved.
Because they're commoners.
Yeah, it's not even the commoners. It's more so like
Because they're plebs.
they didn't. But also because like they didn't know the samurai for all that long.
Yeah.
And, like,
There's some random guys who showed up.
There's some random guys that like, oh, we'll honor them and like thank you so much, but also like
Yeah. Back to farming.
And it's, I think the point is like when this time is set, like the role of the samurai is no longer required.
Yeah.
And also like the age of samurai is dying, where they're not getting the respect that they deserve, or not that they deserve, but that they believe that they deserve, because their role is a bit dirty and their role is a bit it's not.
They're pricks.
They're like,
Generally
they're in the village and they're begging for help. 7 out of a fucking 150 samurai are like, yeah, okay, we'll help you out.
Yeah.
You poor villagers that desperately need our help.
When is this set?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it gives an actual year, but like it's like 1800s or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, again, I'm not gonna talk about the film because it's fucking Seven Samurai.
It's the goat.
I have nothing to add. But you watching, like, this is where like the template for so many movies comes from. This is like watching this, like, man, this is the end game. Like, this is like
this is end game. Yeah.
This is like a band, small band. I mean, stand together and need to fight an overwhelming force, and through our tacticians and smarts, whatever, we'll survive. And all the B plot, the C plot interweaving into the A plot. All the characters are so interesting, and there's like subtle moments where like a character will like look at someone and you can just tell like the feeling that they have towards, and that's something that's going on. There's comedy interspersed throughout the film as well. Like, this film's like really funny as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also one of those movies that I learned afterwards where like it's one of the first movies that really heavily uses weather to convey the emotion of the scene that's going on. So it's like the big climactic fight happens in the lashing pouring rain to symbolize the emotional
strife.
whatever. So, and then the sun's baking down at the moment, like desolation nearly and stuff like that. It's one of the first movies to really heavily use the weather. And you're watching this like this is one of the wettest movies I've ever seen. Like I read something afterwards where Kurosawa is described as the greatest director of rain ever. Because like the texture of rain in this movie is fantastic.
Hey, how did they get the rain back then?
I have no idea. I don't know how
they've rain machines now. They can just put a big bar in the sky and start raining.
I don't know how they. I'd like I didn't. I probably should have looked up how did they do that.
It's interesting, but like is it like a Kubrick kind of thing where it's like just go out at sundown? It's like, lads, it's raining. Everyone, go.
Did they just like shoot when it was just pissing rain? Probably, because I don't know how else you're gonna do it.
Yeah. I assume.
How did they
shoot
rain in Seven Samurai? I presume it is just like actual rain.
I was thinking about it. I can't remember. A lot of rain.
To create the iconic torrential rain in Seven Samurai. Now again, this is the AI overview, but director Kurosawa relied on local fire departments to blast immense quantities of water combined with filming during freezing winter conditions to capture visible breath and desperate tension.
Jesus.
They used fire engines.
Fire engines. In winter.
Yes.
Alright, everyone out.
Everyone
out there, lads. It's fucking -5. We're gonna spray loads of water. We need another take.
Yeah, we need to hurry this up.
Fair enough.
That's what they got. That's what they did.
That's true craftsmanship, though.
Yeah.
You're right.
That is.
Staging.
So soak our fucking actors in freezing cold.
Yeah. You can't do that these days because of fucking woke.
Oh, these fucking unions.
Yeah, health and safety violations. We didn't have health or safety back in my day.
No. Oh, geez, not back in Japan anyway.
Yeah.
1954. But yeah, no, it is that. It's totally like, again, it's one of those movies that like you watch and you're like, oh yeah, this is the foundation. This is the blueprint.
Yeah.
For like everything that came after it.
That's where it all started.
And it still holds up. Even 70 years on. This movie's over 70 years old.
That is mad. Yeah. 50s. Different world back then.
Different world. Yeah.
Different world.
Different way of doing things.
Yeah. And Japan's mad, isn't it?
Isn't it just so fucking such a crazy, interesting country?
Yeah. It's like
this is 9 years after they got fucking nuked. Like,
yeah. Did you ever see like the whole thing about like, they were like fucking isolated themselves from the world for 400 years.
Yeah.
And they only opened up in 1860.
Yeah.
And within 80 years, they're like going to war with the world.
Yeah.
And then 10 years later, they're making a Tokyo Story and Seven Samurai. Like that's fucking mad. What a mythical place.
That is crazy that you think about like, oh yeah,
like they were feudal, pre-industrial, 100 years before this movie was made.
Yeah.
They didn't have any technology.
And they're going toe to toe with world superpowers.
Yeah, it's mad. What were they doing?
That Japanese spirit.
Yeah, no wonder they're like, we're gonna win.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, I think like Japan will do pretty well in the World Cup this year.
Yeah, they have a decent team.
Well, I was talking to someone and they were just like, no, I think they're gonna win. I was like, win? And like, I think they'll win the World Cup.
Is this a Japanese person?
They're just so disciplined. It's like, I don't think that's how it works.
That's kind of racist.
Don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, they've been training they actually haven't trained
training
at all.
in the dojo.
They've been in the dojo, just fucking jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
And then you get fucking smoked by France.
Who do you? Good squad,
have you been doing a sweepstake and working off for?
I'm in two. One at work and one with some lads I know.
Who'd you have?
I have Ecuador and Saudi Arabia in work.
Fuck,
so
that's grim.
That's a write-off. That's 5 year down the drain. I nearly fucking overturned the table when the thing got pulled out of the hat. But with the other one, I have Argentina and a few other teams. I'm actually winning.
Argentina's solid.
Yeah. I'm winning the other one, which is worth more money.
Yeah,
€25 in. Too much if you ask me.
That is too much.
That's way too much.
I had to do a tenner in our work one because there was a $5 for team, and the idea was you only get one team, but then not enough people did it. So I got Canada right off straight away.
Yeah, forget it.
And then England.
That's good.
And I was like, that's solid. I was like, what? And before yesterday, I was like, man, I think England can, smoke their table and, easily, come out first. And they fucking draw to Ghana. I'm like, you fucking bottlers.
They were poo last night, yeah.
You fucking bottlers. I can't trust England for shit. Now I know what it feels like to be an English fan.
Those poor people. But
yeah.
So you got England and Canada, that's it?
Yeah, just to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
even
it's
England,
over, bro.
even with England, like that's still a write off. Like, like you might get to the final and then you'll fucking bottle it.
Yeah, penalty miss.
Yeah.
Last minute.
Something fucking dog, or anyone that just gets France, my god, you fucking piece of shit.
France, they got France. They're gonna. I'd say they're gonna win.
Yeah,
I
say
think,
so.
in my opinion. But yeah, did you see the? There was a Netherlands played Japan, and it was just kind of funny watching. 'Cause the Dutch people are like they're all 6'5", like even their
giants.
midfielders are like 6'5", and then the Japanese were like. It was just kind of funny watching on the screen because they're just
Vikings chasing
they
them around.
They looked half the height. Obviously, they're not half the height, but it's like the perspective. It literally looked like samurai versus Vikings.
These fucking big, giant, fucking orange ogres.
yeah. Versus these skilled martial artists. Their discipline was no match, unfortunately, for the Dutch attack. But
Was that not 2-2?
oh yeah, they did all right. Yeah, actually, Netherlands are pretty shit at the minute, so they're not going to go anywhere.
I'm all about the fucking Cape Verde or Cabo Verde.
Cabo Verde, yeah.
I'm like, come on, boys, you just keep drawing every single game, you'll get there.
They're good. They're actually pretty good. And they have your man, the Irish fella.
Oh yeah.
Pico.
Yeah.
Pico Lopez.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Yeah.
Get that bag, man.
See, he was the first ever League of Ireland player to play at the World Cup. It's never happened before.
Did you see how he got asked?
Oh yeah, LinkedIn or something.
Yeah, and he was like, "That's a scam."
yeah. That's 100% a scam.
It's like, no, this is real.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fairy tale. Hopefully, I hope they win, because then we kind of win.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like
You know?
one of the smaller teams, like, yeah, you go, guys.
Yeah.
You fucking you do that.
But yeah. I'm gonna run for a piss.
You wanna go to the toilet? Right. Okay. Pisses have been taken. Breaks have been had.
Yes.
Mark, you watched Predators.
I watched Predators.
Starring Adrian Brody. Who else is in that movie?
It's actually a documentary. It's a very recent documentary. We don't really talk about documentaries.
No. Yeah, but like I think the times that we have recommended a documentary,
They've
we're like,
always been
they've
class.
been bangers.
Yeah. No, this documentary is pretty good. It's I saw some on Letterboxd about it. I was like, that is it has a cool poster, and I was like, wow. That always draws me in. You know, like with Passenger and Taro.
Yeah.
I was like, that looks kind of cool. But then you go in, it's like two stars, whatever.
Yeah.
But like the reviews on this are quite good. But it's a documentary about. Did you ever see the TV show To Catch a Predator?
Yes.
Yeah, very dark.
Started
TV
on
show.
it once.
Huh?
Started on it once.
Started on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still halfway through the when season 5. Don't tell me what happens again.
Yeah. Don't worry, they don't catch me.
There's one that can never quite get. But To Catch a Predator was a TV show. This is quite a dark topic, but it's a TV show about pedophiles, pretty much.
But pedophile catchers.
It's about a guy who would like a news or journalist in the US who would basically he had this team that would set up pedos online and then lure them to like a sting house,
Yeah.
and then they'd have like a fucking like a decoy actress or actor luring them in, talk to them for a bit, and then he'd just pounce and be like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And all that.
And they'd have the cops on ready to go. as well.
Yeah.
See, like just like as an aside, I think that's the those like pedo catching like YouTube videos and stuff like
It's
that.
a big thing. Yeah, it's in the documentary.
Like that's totally like what like they're trying to do the same thing.
yeah.
But I think they're not. I don't believe a single one of them is trying to make the world a better place. I think it's just
They all
just
say
for
that,
clicks and
yeah.
views and stuff like that. And two, they often make things way worse for the police because they don't work alongside the police. I think that's the difference between Chris Hansen and
Yeah.
because he worked alongside the police.
He did after the first season.
Oh, great, right?
In the first season, he was just freewheeling,
Yeah,
and he just let them go. You just catch them and then be like, all right, well, I'm gonna put you on TV, but you can fuck off,
yeah,
and like nothing would happen. But then after that, but there was loads of like issues that they had, because it went on for years and became like kind of a cultural touchstone kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's very like it's something that it was on their version of like primetime,
yeah.
which we don't hear about here at all or anywhere in Europe, or like whatever fucking shows they put on or exposés they do. Over there, it never crosses the Atlantic or anything like that. But like this is something that has like every video has like millions of views on
Mhm.
YouTube, and it's inspired.
Top 10 moments and
Yeah. And it's inspired its own genre of like vigilante YouTubers.
Yeah.
It's like random influencers will be like, I'm trying to stop pedophiles in my area. I'm gonna do all this, and then it's just them like attacking some like mentally ill person or
Oftentimes when
yeah,
severely mentally unwell,
yeah,
like
yeah,
isn't like, and also a lot of time, learning disabilities and stuff like that as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. It's
Not to
really
excuse it, but
that's the thing, and it's like talk about this. It's like how do you and the documentary is quite critical of the TV show,
mm,
because it ran into loads of different like legal issues with like in some jurisdictions, because the county system they have in the US where they have
yes,
different laws and stuff in different counties, even within specific states. They ran into legal issues where some judges wouldn't even hear any of the evidence that they collected because of like entrapment or um, like even the fact that the first person they talk to, the first person of authority they talk to is a journalist, not a cop.
yeah,
So they're not informed of their rights, so like they don't have to say anything. So a lot of people got away, or like were completely like their case was thrown out, and
yeah,
they just like they're still on TV, but like that's it.
yeah,
So I had load of issues to begin with, but the documentary is very critical of the whole kind of approach to it. And it's like how do you talk about this documentary or the show without being like they're all right,
yeah,
without being like the pedos are it's too harsh on them. But like the show just goes into, or sorry, the documentary, it just goes into the culture around, and I kind of like really, I think that mean 2000s culture, which is very present
yes,
in
like,
the UK, like even see like X Factor and like even things like Big Brother.
and those what's your man's name when he has the people up on, like, the Jeremy
Yeah, Jeremy
Kyle and
Kyle.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and like Jerry Springer.
Yeah,
And it's all about like all those shows are about the reason people watch them is to see other people
the freaks.
get humiliated.
Yeah,
Yeah. And there's nothing else to it. And you can see that with X Factor
yeah,
and like all those other shows and Jerry Springer and stuff. Like they're not they don't even pretend really to be reaching towards some higher cause. But the Catch Predator was kind of one of the outliers where it's like we're doing this for a good reason. And they are doing some good and like taking these people off the street and like exposing, their crimes on TV. But the only reason that they're doing it, or the only reason people are watching it really, and still watching it now and still kind of interested in that kind of content, it's not really to be like, oh, I need to raise my awareness of, how these people operate. Because everyone knows how they operate.
yeah,
You're watching it to get a kick basically out of seeing someone else humiliated or like basically like socially executed
yeah.
is the word that they use in
That's
the documentary.
yeah, 100%.
And it's like watching an ISIS video, but like you're not like, oh, at least you can be like, oh, he kind of deserved it,
Yeah,
or like he did deserve it, so you can come away with it without feeling bad, even though at the same
yeah.
time it's
Oh
just
yeah,
it's someone
yeah.
being destroyed and their life being destroyed, and they go into a few edge cases where it's like it's like they show like the chat logs and stuff like that, and again, hard to talk about this without being like,
Poor
yeah,
pedos.
this poor guy. But like, it's so like they're basically like, we will drive it, we'll get you and bring you to this house, but like you need to come now. Um, like it does kind of read as like entrapment, or
Hmm.
they had like even like they're like 18-year-old kids who are or men obviously, who are looking to meet up with like 16-year-olds and stuff like that, where it's like that's still bad out,
Hmm.
but like it's also like legal in most of America
Yeah,
and legal in like the UK and stuff like that. But the only reason they advertised it or put it on TV was to get the same. It's like an 18-year-old is the same as a fucking
as a 40-year-old.
yeah,
Yeah,
6-year-old trying to meet up with fucking whoever.
yeah.
It's all the content is about seeing this person humiliated, and fucked up on TV, and that's the reason why there's still that genre of YouTube video as well, where it's just watching someone get their comeuppance, and it's like nearly it's like a pornographic kind of
Yeah,
type of content where it's like I want to see this just pure endorphins for me, someone else getting what they deserve, in a really like
and feeling righteous justice
yeah, I
through
want
it.
to feel really righteous about it. But like the show itself, it got cancelled because they literally went to one of the person's the person of interest. They went to his gaff because he wasn't coming, and he was like an attorney or something like that. Like he was a high powered individual in the county. So they were like, we need to nab this guy. They went to his gaff, and they were like, we know about everything. We have all the chat logs. So you need to come out. And he shot himself and just
Yeah,
like killed himself like in the hallway before they even got in. and then they cancelled after that. But they broadcast that episode as well. It's just it was an interesting documentary looking into that kind of phenomenon versus like the documentarian or
Mm-hmm.
the guy who did it. He's a survivor of child abuse as well, and he was just like from the outset. He's like this. I find this whole genre disgusting
Yeah.
because it's not about uh, protecting survivors or protecting against future victims. It's just about
Exploiting.
self satisfaction for
Yeah.
people that just get off on seeing other people suffer,
Yeah.
regardless of what they've done. Really,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a while ago I watched a ContraPoints video about Saw, and how the highest rated Saw movies are the ones where they give you a reason to feel that what Jigsaw is doing to them is justified.
yeah.
Whereas like the lower rated ones are often when the people are completely innocent and haven't actually done anything. But the highest rated ones are, oh, these are the the medical workers that are scamming, poor like the patients and stuff like that. So then when you're watching it, you feel justified.
You deserve it.
You feel justified, like yeah, they deserve what they're getting.
Yeah. But it's
But this is real.
but it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's the same. Like if you saw a random video of someone being, like beat up, like a random person on the street being beat up,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, what the fuck? That makes me feel bad watching it. But if you see, or if you add context to the video, this person was, is a fucking an abuser or something like
Yeah.
that. You're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that again
Yeah,
because
it's
it
like,
makes
oh
you feel
man,
good.
yeah, he deserved that.
Yeah. But it's purely like it's just self righteousness and just kind of the documentary is basically getting at the point that it's some kind of like it's like a lower level or like veiled meanness that exists in the culture, which is amplified
Mm-hmm.
by that kind of TV that existed in the 2000s, still exists today on obviously on YouTube and like social media, where it's like looking for the next hit of endorphins, regardless of really what the implications are or what the details, the actual details are behind it. Like you can just kind of manufacture whatever you want.
Yeah.
But it's well put together. It's a good documentary. It's a bit of a grim topic.
When did this come out?
Like a few months ago.
Because they only announced recently that Robert Pattinson is playing
Yeah.
as well. So it's interesting that like this is a thing.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
Because I think it'll play into the same things.
It should.
It will. Yeah.
But see, then people are like, oh man, this is trying to defend pedos.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't criticize the show without being like, that guy's like one of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
But, But like the documentary does a very good job of like, because you can criticize X Factor, or Jerry Springer, or whatever all day long, but like, this is pretty bigger than they are in this day and age.
And it's also like X Factor and like Jeremy Springer or whatever like that doesn't have the moral upholding that this would have.
Yeah,
but they're the same kind of content.
It's the same, exactly. Same kind of content, and they're looking for the same type of viewer, which is someone who's just like, it's like, oh, I just want to hate someone online, I want to hate someone in on my screen.
Yeah, because like I remember, because even to the point about that, like name one person that was on that show, and they give me the name. What do they look like?
To Catch a Predator.
On Catch a Predator.
Yeah, no one knows.
No one remembers any of their names.
Loads of them got off.
Yeah,
and they can change their name. They can do whatever.
Yeah, they move and then okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I know that like To Catch a Predator and all that is pretty big, but it's not as big as actually being put in jail for doing stuff and having your name in the registry and like people watching you watching out for you after that as well. Like these people would just move and then change their name, and like most people probably didn't see it because millions of people probably saw, but millions of people is only like 1% of the people that live in America or whatever.
Yeah, so. Whatever town they live in, but it's just, and it's kind of the approach as well. Even you can do whatever, you can put like however many people they caught, like maybe 100 people over like 5 or 6 years, and he actually restarted the show. He does like an online only version of the show now. Chris Hansen, like
I didn't know that.
The journalist.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing where it's just like It's the exact same format.
Yeah.
But like I said, they caught 100 people. Like that's 100. Oh, like what good? And that's something that the documentarian puts to him at one point because they managed to get him for an interview. It's like what good is that actually? What good is that actually doing? Because he noted that at the beginning of every interview that he did, once the person was in the sting house, he'd be like, well why did you do this? And he asked him, "It's like, did you ever find out like why? Like, why is this happen? Well, why do people do things like this?" And he was like, he was like speechless. He couldn't see. He didn't have an answer
Yeah.
because
Just don't.
it's never about
It's never about actually
why
that.
or
Yeah.
like what leads to stuff like that, or how to approach it from that direction where it's like preventative measures or preventative actions you can take in the
Or like
community.
how how to protect children. Like how,
Exactly.
as a
Yeah.
parent, how do you protect your child?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not about that. It's not about oh well, shut down social media access or whatever, which is obviously a new thing now. But at least that's a few steps further up the river
Yeah.
than okay, we'll lure them to their house and like put them in a room with an
And
actual
expose
person who looks
them.
like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a good documentary, quite grim,
Yeah.
very well put together. Has like kind of raw footage, which is like it even shows like the editing of the show that you'd see on YouTube now. It's like edited very kind of like a social media style. Like
Mhm.
obviously it wasn't social media back then, but like a kind of what's the word, like fantastical or bombastic style,
Mhm.
sensationalist.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yeah, and but they show the raw footage of like each different angle, but they leave it playing for like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of it's disturbing to watch. It's not like
Yeah.
oh get this guy. It's just kind of like this is like
Uncomfortable.
yeah, I was so uncomfortable. You're like Jesus, this guy isn't like he's fucked,
Yeah.
and you can see it in his face. Like
Yeah.
it's over, and it's just like it's really uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
But it's a good contrast. So the movie's gonna be very good, I expect.
I presume so as well. I don't know who's directing or anything. I just know Robert Pattinson's in it.
I saw the trailer. The trailer is very good.
Who was directing that? Let's find that out. Yeah, I thought that you'd watched fucking the Predator movie, and I was like, Mark, we already talked about this fucking thing.
my dad had that on yesterday. Predator, the one where they're in Chicago, the racist one with the Jamaican gangs.
Oh, Predator 2.
Is that too? Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. He was watching that one yesterday, and I was like, oh, I seen a similarly named movie yesterday.
That's so
The
funny.
day before.
Yeah, that movie's mad racist. But you know, I still kind of like it.
It's still good.
What I'm looking for, newest release at first. What's the name of the movie? Primetime. It's literally called Primetime. Directed by Lance Oppenheim. Yeah, he hasn't really directed anything. He directed Ren Fair, which I've heard is meant to be very good. It's a documentary or it's a miniseries. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie just because I'm like, Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, if he's in
Yeah.
it, like it must be pretty good.
Like, just has
Like,
that kind of
doesn't-
like that kind of seal of approval now,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
like it's got that seal of quality. But like, I'm pretty sure that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he chose to be in this,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So surely it's a decent script.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. Graham, fuck me. Yeah. Anyway,
It's a good documentary. It's
Yeah.
not all
it's all
it's good cultural analysis is
That's
what I
it.
would say.
Yeah,
You know, it's not like this is so fucked up. It's like this is kind of is a fucked up trend
yeah.
over like 25 years.
Yeah,
And this is just like the prototypical example is just the show, which started in the early 2000s, but you still see it all on YouTube and TikTok nowadays. So
yeah. Speaking about internet culture, Mark, I watched the Backrooms.
Oh.
I saw it.
oh
Won't go onto it too much because we talked about it last week, but we can go more into the spoiler stuff this time.
yeah.
So full spoilers for the Backrooms. I think last week you said this, that the first half was definitely the stronger half.
yeah.
Totally agree with you on that. I really found while watching the first half of this movie is like this. Although this is something I've seen before in other mediums, like I've seen the backroom videos, like the found footage ones and stuff like that, and like had vague awareness as to the lore of the Backrooms. Watching this was like, this is something new in cinema. This is something that hasn't been done in cinema like this before. This is fresh. This is new.
Mhm.
And the film completely does a 180 at the halfway point and turns into something that I've seen before.
Yeah, yeah.
And turns into something far less interesting from where it initially set out from.
It's such a shame.
Yeah,
It's such a shame
but I do.
because you can literally the camera cuts,
Yeah, I can.
and when it comes back, you're
Yeah.
like, it's over.
I can literally tell you the exact camera shot where my interest disintegrated.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is that it's like so. Yeah, in the back rooms, the oh my god, I need to pull up the characters' names. I can't remember anyone. I'm so bad with characters. Clark he's the guy that finds the back rooms and he brings in the two kids that are working in the furniture shop with them, and he gets them to record everything, and that's there's been something lurking in the depths of the back rooms. You were describing it's kind of like the Minotaur kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Totally, it's totally something like that. And you're not seeing what it is, but you keep hearing it, and then it immediately I knew it was gonna like once he goes down into the tunnel bit, and he sees the thing moving, and they pull him back up. I was like, oh, your rope is still in there, and then yoink, he gets yanked back in. They chase in after him. Both kids basically die, and it cuts, and Clark is, whatever the thing was in the back rooms is behind Clark, and then it cuts, and then we open up, and we are with Mary, is her name, and she basically
the
psychiatrist, yeah, and we've been getting her backstory a bit, where like she's been having. Like, Clark's whole trauma is basically he was a shit husband.
He's divorced, yeah.
He's divorced. He never amounted to what he wanted to be. He wanted to be an architect, and he failed. He didn't end up doing that. He didn't reach his dreams, and he's been working a job that he hates, and he's miserable. And Mary's, psychological trauma is that her mom kept her locked inside for like all of her childhood, and was like schizophrenic as to what was going on outside. Mary eventually stumbles into the back rooms and finds Clark, and Clark knocks her out, and then she awakes in a room at a kitchen table, like tied to the kitchen table, a la Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And Clark is there with these like kind of ghoul things that have been that were like horrifying, like 15 minutes ago, but now they're completely placid. And Clark basically explains the back rooms to her.
Yeah, and what's happening, and what the scene is about as well.
Yeah, and replays a scene that happened earlier on in the movie, with like no real added context as to like.
The added context was it's a different scene now.
Yeah,
but like the initial scene took place like half an hour before, maybe.
Yeah,
at most.
Yeah, like 45 minutes beforehand. Yeah,
yeah. But like, yeah, they just repeat a role playing thing again, where he's him, she's his wife.
Yeah, but now she's got the hair on.
But she's the hair on. Yeah, yeah.
Because so in the background it's explained that like it is memories being collapsed in on top of each other, and it's the back rooms remembering your memories. So his ex-wife is there, and she has like 5 faces compounded into one.
Is that his ex-wife, was it?
Yeah, the redhead is his ex-wife. That's what that is. Which I didn't cop until he cut the hair off, and Melissa was like, "That's the wife." I was like, I actually didn't immediately cop that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's why he goes like, oh, it's somewhere there's a man wearing a floral shirt. There's some small man doing whatever, and then there's her.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't say who she is.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's his wife.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then they do the role. Like, for me, it was more so like, okay, the context now is that Clark has completely lost it. But I really feel that and it does explain that it's been like a couple of weeks or like 2 weeks or like that everyone's gone missing in the back rooms, and 2 weeks have passed, and he spent just 2 solid weeks in the back rooms eating these ghoul people because they don't feel anything and you eat them, whatever like that. But I felt like it was a complete 180 in terms of the tone of the film, but also his mental psyche was fucking like
totally different. Yeah.
He was like
he snapped.
He was pretty like he's kind of on edge. Like he's kind of on edge. He's a little bit tapped. He has that rage that you can obviously see earlier on in the movie. But Jesus, this is completely fucking different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's just it's 0 to 100, like literally in one cut.
Mm-hmm.
He's just acting mad, and it's just very dislocated from the rest of the movie, and it doesn't really. It's like it's just so it feels tacked on. It feels like it feels like a draft of the
Yeah.
second half of the movie,
Yeah.
but even the draft is missing some other scenes that would add. Like it's the like because it starts out it is quite broad based. It's about him, but it's also about whatever the fuck he's found in there.
Yeah. What is the
You
Backrooms?
know. But then the second half is literally just it's in the back rooms, but it's just all about him.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't interesting, and her, but like they're basically the same character because
Yeah.
it's just trauma and they're running from their traumas, and she defeats her trauma, and he doesn't.
Yeah, she uses her trauma to bludgeon the fucking thing
That's
to death.
so
Yeah.
It's like literally hit us on the fucking head with that rock.
Yeah.
Like, that's it was just it's so heavy handed.
Yeah, like obviously the whole thing is like he can't let go of the past, and she does,
Yeah.
and that's why she can escape the Backrooms. But
But
yeah,
like, that's not scary at all, is it?
I
That's
just
not
yeah,
interesting.
it's also like once the thing is also revealed, like the big monster is a big version of him. That's the basically his regret of becoming the pirate, salesman, whatever like that. That's what that thing is. Once that's revealed, and that's the thing that's chasing her, and then we're just like, she's being chased after it again. I turned to Melissa like, I really think I could kick the shit out of that thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a fucking peg leg. Take that thing out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, it just turns into a different like.
As soon as Giant Clark, Pirate Clark shows up,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the movie is not scary in any way. Like
Yeah,
it's not. There's no tension at all.
yeah,
It's just like, oh, will she get caught? Obviously, she's gonna get caught, and then she's gonna get out of it.
yeah,
You know, it'd be surprising if she didn't.
yeah.
But like, there's no tension whatsoever. It's not scary because what's scary about it is you don't know what's back there.
Yeah, the unknown has become known.
Yeah, but it's halfway into the movie.
Yeah,
So the back half is just, will she get away from this? Obviously, she will.
yeah. I also found the actual ending very weak. I found the actual ending being like, I really feel like this is setting up for more films.
Yeah, like there's a scientist.
It's like, we're gonna explore the back rooms together. We're gonna figure this out.
And were we supposed to care who he? Why was there a scene with him at home with the family?
I have absolutely no idea.
Bizarre.
I think the reason why is because he's like one of the scientists that's been studying the back rooms or everything like that. But like, I think it's the moment where like he's watching the TV and Clark is on it and he recognizes Clark because he knows, oh, that's where that thing comes from. But like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
It felt like the science like study side of it, which is obviously very important to the actual like online lore to the back rooms, just feels so disconnected and like far less interesting to what
It's not interesting at all.
to what should be the core idea of like this
Yeah.
space that's infinite, and there's something about it.
Yeah.
It's like
The
something-
original idea.
Yeah,
Rather than the
liminality of it is what's
Yeah, exactly. And like, but you did that interview beforehand talking about you didn't want to get too deep into the lore.
and I feel like there's way too much lore.
It feels like there's like it is an adaptation of the fan fiction.
Yeah,
The second half is an adaptation of fan fiction rather than an adaptation of the general idea. But the fan fiction is a lot of bollocks. Like it's maybe like literally a lot of kids online,
yeah,
and like this like it's also kind of a laboratory for like like I don't know CIA guys that are in there like trying to figure out what's going
X-Files type of stuff.
on. An X-File kind of thing. But like that's not a like, if you want to get into that, maybe do it in another movie. Like there's no need to go into it in this one.
Yeah,
It just doesn't add anything at all to like that last scene where he's doing an interview with her, debriefing her, or she's debriefing him or whatever, and like we don't get any information out of that. It's just kind of like, but we don't get any questions either.
yeah.
It's just kind of explaining other things that were happening off screen that aren't really relevant to
To
the
what
rest.
I was watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I come away from the movie, I was like, I don't really have any questions about
Yeah.
anything, and I don't have anything to ponder over or think about because the film kind of explained everything straight up.
Mm.
And I don't see how anything like when the start of the movie and all that stuff was going on, I was like, this is something new. I haven't seen this before, and I found the first half like really fucking scary. The second half, no, not scary, and left me like I walk out of the film like I don't know if they were to make another movie. I don't know what you could do more with this space or more with this thing. I feel like the initial idea was done, and then there's nothing else that could really be done with it. So we moved on to something else, and I feel like in the second or second movie or third movie, it just won't explore anything new.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. They've cornered themselves into adapting the fan fiction,
Yeah,
pretty much.
I do have to emphasize though, like I did enjoy this movie. I just walked away being like, that was a dud ending, and I'm not interested in seeing any more from this franchise if it is a
Yeah,
franchise.
yeah, yeah. I
Um,
agree. The first half was, well, like you were saying. I haven't thought or seen any of the images or any of the ideas in the movie in my head, except for like the first half an hour
Yeah.
since I watched it like I don't know 3 weeks ago or whatever.
like the initial bit when he's running through these nonsensical places, particularly because it's found footage as well.
Yeah,
When it's found footage and you can see the panic and you can see like him looking around like, and because it's first person, like I don't know where the fuck you go, and like you're going deeper into these rooms that make less and less sense,
yeah,
and it's doing the same later on when it's her, and like it's not first person, and it's just her running through these spaces. There's that tension is not there
it's not there
the
at all.
same
Yeah.
way, even though the spaces are in sometimes making less sense, and in other times like she ends up in the back rooms remembering or reimagining the furniture shop, and I was just like, what is the point to this? Like I
Yeah.
understand like it is the place remembering itself and blah blah blah, but like okay, like that's
Yeah,
that's
and then,
it then.
but she somehow gets out from there into it, like goes into a closet and
Yeah.
somehow it's like last. She shouldn't have been in the movie. Second half should be completely different. You know, fan fiction should be completely written off.
It made me think that the concept is limited, like as in the initial like it made me
I
think
think the
like
concept is like fucking endless. Like,
yeah,
I think
like the point of it is that it's endless.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, like if you could do so, like even when he first comes into it and he sees like a stop sign, there's random bits of furniture and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and he finds like little and there's a banner from a shop, random little artifacts like that. But like that seems like it would make way more sense as a collective, fucking dumping ground for random artifacts or things in life and
Mhm.
like in the vicinity, rather than something that is just literally like a Freudian maze,
Yeah.
which it still kind of is, but at least it's more interesting if it's not just about Clark's trauma.
Yeah.
That's not interesting at all. We need to stop making horror movies about trauma. Like it's just it's been done.
Yeah.
It's been done too many times. A psychiatrist in a horror movie as well should be banned. Shouldn't be allowed. It's just a fucking. It's like, oh, okay, I'll just read the Wikipedia. Like, it's like, what's the fucking point of this? This character's just going to tell me what to think.
Yeah.
But I still liked it.
I still liked it. Yeah. Like I
I'm
gave
just disappointed by where it went.
I gave it 3.5 stars and like good ending, but like I really like that first. Like I really think that first half is something like unique and special.
Yeah. Could have done a lot more.
Yeah.
Had potential, but
Just the fall off just hurt
The
all the
fall off,
more.
yeah.
That's the more reason why I'm like talking about it so much more, because like the fall off is just so hard.
yeah.
Like again, the fucking first half, like everything with the first half is so good. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Concepts being limited, Mark.
Interesting.
I think I might have another film.
I think so.
Buffet Infinity 2025, something Glassman. Yeah, I'm not going to read another description of this movie. Okay, so this movie is told through like low budget advertisements, like local advertisements that America just seems to have an infinite amount of. And positives first, I think again, much like the Backrooms, the first half I found really interesting. I found that the horror and comedy blend was really well done. Like there was moments of comedy, and then something would happen. It's like, oh, that's alluding to something far darker that's going on, and like really fucked up and sinister, and like it's not scary, but it's horrifying.
Yeah.
And the way that the background plot is told, I found really interesting, where you're piecing together bits of context, where like the lawyer will say, you know, or the insurance would be like, oh, if you're finding uh, if big businesses are infringing on your store, contact us and da 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 da. And then how the lawyer starts to then change slowly and be more promoting the big corporation because obviously he's getting paid out or whatever like that.
Yeah.
That was super interesting. But then about halfway through, I'm like, this shtick is getting old.
Yeah. Like 90 minutes.
It's 100 minutes.
Yeah, 100 minutes.
It's
Like,
over an hour and a half long. Way too fucking
it's
long.
way too long. It shouldn't be feature length. Like like the Adult Swim, like kind of
Yes.
fake infomercial things that they do. Like they'd be like 10, 20 minutes long, and that's like a good length for something like that. Because like that's it's kind of it's sensible to what like an ad would kind of feel like.
Yeah.
Like this is like watching like fucking 200 TikToks.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just like short form, and it's kind of they start bleeding into each other kind of halfway in, and they eventually go to kind of a conventional shot structure toward the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But like it goes on for way too long. Like half an hour is literally just the ads, and or like maybe 20 minutes in, you start getting pieces of the story start kind of falling into place. It's just too long. It's just way too long. It's also the concept itself. It reminded me of. Did you ever listen to Welcome to Night Vale?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
It's the same thing.
I literally like I was watching this. Is like, man, Welcome to Night Vale. I heard like something about this gave me the exact same vibe. Like the horror, the looming larger horror in the background is being hinted at.
Yeah. It's just being peppered throughout, which is a really good concept. But like, it's something that's already been the concept's already been done.
Yeah.
The way that they deliver it hasn't been done, but like it's the length and kind of they should have been more true to the format. I think.
Yeah,
Of, like,
100%.
of something like even 40 minutes.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Because at a certain point, I was like, okay, these are ads, and I think like we're experiencing a different world now through these ads. Like the ads have taken like literally like the media world. We're now within a different world. Like
Yeah.
initially, it's like these are ads within our world, and then slowly we're in the world of the ads that are bleeding together. But that thing was about the Night Vale, and what's that Adult Swim one, the really famous one?
Too Many Cooks.
Too Many Cooks. Like I'd seen a lot of people online be like, this is so unique. I haven't seen anything like this before. I'm like, oh, I can see all the influences that this has had.
Yeah.
And this is way. I haven't seen a feature movie like this before, probably for a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason it hasn't been done.
Yeah.
Like
this is good, but it's
interesting.
It's interesting, but it like I had a feeling like I feel like this might get a bit old unless they do something different, but they don't. And it's the kind of thing where like I feel like the story and the concept just collapses under the weight of its own restrictions and just like kind of gives up.
Yeah, it like by the end it doesn't really like I think even for it to work at all at that length, it needs to have less going on. Which kind of runs against the format because you've so many businesses running so many different ads or whatever. But like you need to have a more sensible structure. I think by the time you get to the end, there's only 2 or 3 like people left or businesses left. Like they should be the main. Like it should be about them all the way through, but they begin just as a few among many that are and the others are slowly picked off. But because of the way the format is structured, it's like literally like 30-second bumpers per business or per character. It's hard to establish a decent flow. So like the lawyer character, I'm not sure what his purpose was till kind of the end.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't really care about him. Like, it doesn't really. Yeah, I don't care about any of these characters, obviously. But I thought the cult leader was kind of cool. But then, because like halfway in, it's like the Burger Infinity is like this. It's like a McDonald's that just promises like these limitless buffets.
endless consumption,
like beyond comprehension burgers, and like
that
mad
bit
sales.
was so funny with just adding more and more.
Yeah, that was
more
funny.
on.
Yeah, that was a good bit. But like, it's just like they expand. They show like the plot of their the mall that they're in or the shopping center that they're in, and they're slowly expanding and like taking over all the other businesses around them.
Yeah, and the woman that's in the food shop next door, she goes missing first.
Yeah, and then they suddenly have her secret sauce, stuff like that. And then like as Buffet Infinity are expanding, the town gets loopier and loopier, and there's this cult leader that shows up, and he's seems to have some kind of connection with the afterlife. He's like a Scientologist kind of.
I couldn't tell, was he pro or anti Buffet Infinity?
I couldn't tell either until like the last 10 minutes.
I was like, I think he's anti. And then I was like, but I think he's pro. I don't know.
He's pro, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's pro.
Yeah, but he's like warning.
It's not clear. That's the problem.
He says a warning against Buffet Infinity, but I'm like, I don't know. Yeah,
it's not clear.
But yeah,
not that it should. It needs to be clear, but it needs to be a bit sensible.
Yeah.
It's too long for that. And I didn't think it was that funny. I think it could have been funnier. I think some of the humor is very dated. It felt like something that came out in 2015 or something.
It feels like Tim and Eric.
Yeah. Tim, yeah.
Like I did like there's certain bits where like I found funny where it's like the pawn shop is like, oh, don't ask us where we're getting all of our secondhand stuff from.
Yeah.
Because like obviously you're picking it up from these people that are going missing because Buffet Infinity's consuming them or whatever like that. But even just the idea of what Buffet Infinity was, like I thought like initially it's like this is really interesting because it's a corporation that is some like Lovecraftian unknowable horror that is all consuming and expanding and eating up people and eating up this town and people go missing whatever that, and that being a major corporation, that's smart. Like even just the
and telling it through ads
like that's cool. Like it's literally consuming the media itself as well. That's cool. And then it's revealed to have been a little girl experiment that went wrong, and she's the daughter of the cult leader. It's like, where the fuck is this coming from?
Yeah, I don't know what the end was. I've no idea. I actually I have no idea what happened at the end.
No,
I'm not sure what that was about. Or the cult leader comes back as like he possesses someone that works in the pawn shop, and comes back as like a radio static man.
He looks like the guy from Altered States. Like
yeah. That's a deep cut. But he comes back and then he starts talking about his daughter, who was like sacrificed, and it's like, but they'd never mentioned that before.
No.
So I had no idea what was going on. I don't know how anyone could know what was going on.
No, that she could not tell you what was going on.
Which kind of the point is like a puzzle, but like you still need to be able to follow it a bit easier. Like,
especially because like at the start,
especially their ads. Like ads are supposed to be like easy enough to follow.
But even like at the start, like you're able to like piece together something, and because you're missing the gaps. It's like that's the interesting part. Where like that's where the horror is now lying. But now I feel like you've over-egged the pudding. And like, there's just too much going on, and like, there is no fucking subtlety as to what is going on, and it's incomprehensible what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have that much to say about it because I watched it like there's not a terrible lot to say about it. It's interesting, but I just think it's too long.
It's an interesting experiment anyway. I think there is something there to make it's a good idea. Use
just
ads.
Fucking way shorter. I think like 50 minutes. Because I seen something where like someone had said that the initial idea was they had the initial idea, and it was I think like a minute long, and the creator's like, oh, we could just keep adding to this. That's like what basically happened. Is like origin. They had the original idea and people liked it, like, oh well, we could just keep adding to this and adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. It's like you are Buffet Infinity.
Yeah. You became the monster.
You're like me with Marvel movies. Just like at the end it's like interesting. I would recommend people watch it, but it's
too many cooks is easier. Similar-ish idea. Or Welcome to Night Vale. Listen to half an episode of that. It's the same kind of thing.
Have you ever listened to much of Night Vale? Because I was thinking about that. I was like, how they're half an hour long episodes.
Yeah, I listened to the first 4 or 5. I started getting into the characters. I was like, count me out.
Yeah, no, I listened
was
to
just like I don't care. It's like this person's dating this. Like this is not what I'm listening to.
Yeah, I listened to 3 episodes. Like, I've had enough of this.
Yeah. All the stuff about the cloud and weird things at the water tower and like UFOs and stuff in the town. Like that's like the X-Files kind of monster of the week kind of stuff. Like that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That was like it was fun to listen to. But then they started getting it. I couldn't give a shit about the characters.
But
I'm not listening to that or watching anything like that to know about the characters.
Yeah, I was reading through the Reddit of it, and I was like, is there overarching stories and stuff like that? No, there's not really. Like, there's some characters change, but like, there's no overarching grand change to the town. Like, That sounds real fucking boring.
It's gone on for years as well.
Yeah. There's like 5 seasons.
Yeah, I think it could be a case of the fandom. It's like a Backrooms kind of thing. Fandom just fucking ruining it. Or feeding like too much positive feedback for like the shit part of a series.
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot about
Yeah,
it. To be fair.
yeah, same. Right, Mark, did you have a recommended film for episode 177?
Of course not.
I think so.
Of course I do. I have.
I'm not editing any of this, just,
Of course I do. I doubted myself, but then we're going to plow ahead with it following some consultation. We're going to watch Phase 4 by Saul Bass, whoever that is.
You don't know who Saul Bass is?
No.
Oh, he's like literally a legendary graphic designer. Like, I don't think he did. Maybe he did do this, but I think he did the IBM logo and stuff like that. Did I make that up? I think he did. That's what.
Well, he did this as well.
He did he did do this. Saul Bass. What the fuck did?
Saul Bass. So it's a film about giant ants that attack Earth. It has poor reviews in legacy media, the fake news media, but it has good reviews online. Bit of a cult movie, I think. So we'll put that one on the watch list for next episode.
He did like these like Hitchcock posters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And The Shining
Oh,
one.
right, yeah.
And West Side. Yeah, that's what he did.
So he's a good eye.
So I thought he did logos and stuff like that, but maybe he didn't. We just did posters. I remember we literally did some of his stuff. Oh no, logos, huh?
Did we do stuff?
I did during my masters. We did some of his stuff. Yeah, it's just about shapes and negative space and stuff like that. Really interesting ways. Okay, yeah, that sounds good though.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Right.
Let's do that.
Good
All right.
night. God bless.
Bye.